If you have wheels, put something behind the wheels to make sure they're safe. And then it's always a good idea to have some water. And I'm going to be using weights today. If you have some weights, you want them available. If not, maybe some water bottles or even canned foods, just something to add a little weight. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to start by loosening up and warming up our bodies. Let's do our shoulders first. We'll do some nice circles. And let's do really big circles, really accentuate going up and down, really getting some fluid inside these joints. It's been a little windy, that wind dries us up a little bit. One more big circle all the way around and down, and let's change direction. One more big circle all the way up and down. Nice. And now let's take those shoulders, bring them up towards your ears, drop them down. Up towards your ears and drop them down. Go up and down. Up and really let them fall down. Fall down. Nice. One more time. Up and down. Let's bring them forward and then roll them back. Forward. You should feel the stretch all the way across your upper back, and then forward, opening up the chest. Nice. And then bring both those hands to your knees. We're going to isolate the neck movement, keep our body nice and still. And let's look to the right, and then look to the left. Bring your head back to center. Let's look up and down. As you look up, go and take your chin and jut it out a little bit. Feel that stretch all the way down through your chest. And back down. This stretch opens up the jaw. One more time up. Last time down. And back to center. Nice. Let's take that right hand up, and we're going to let that hand drop on your ear, and then take the left hand and point it down. You should be feeling a nice stretch all the way across the neck down to the shoulder. You can extend this just a little further. And let's release that hand. Let's take the left hand up. Same thing. Take that right hand, extend it down. And release. Nice. Let's go ahead and start working on our spine. We're going to do our cat-cow. So you can keep your hands on your knees, or you can hang onto your chair. So we're going to pull our body forward. Let your belly drop down, look up. And then push back, rolling the back. And I can go sideways so you can see this. So we go forward, look up, pushing back and really rolling. And so we really want to accentuate each little gap between the vertebrae, getting fluid all the way up and down that spine. This is what keeps that spine youthful. One more forward and back. And bring your body up to straight. Nice. We're going to continue working on the spine, but let's now do the side. So imagine that your body's like an egg beater. And you're gonna be connected at the base of the spine. We'll make our body go around. So now we're moving our spine in a circular motion, adding more fluid up the spine, but also activating the hips now. This helps prevent injuries as we're bending over or if we tilt sideways. Let's do one more full circle all the way around. And now let's change direction. One more full circle, loosening up that spine. We'll come back and then come back to center. Very nice. We're going to continue loosening the spine up. Let's take that right hand, put it on your left leg, and then let's look behind us. And come back forward. Now remember, you can extend your gaze just a little further as you look back, and you can start working those muscles around your eyes also. Let's go the opposite direction, left hand on right leg, look behind you. Spine is still nice and straight. Extend that gaze, let's go forward. Let's do that one more time, each direction. To the left. And come back, and let's go to the right. And forward, nice. So we've done our neck, our shoulders, our spine, a little bit in the hips. Let's warm up our hands just a bit. Go ahead and tighten them up, open them up. Tighten, open, tighten, open, tighten, open, tighten, open. Now with them open, let's do little circles. So this is adding fluid to the wrist. And as you move, it's going to move that fluid up to the elbows and eventually up to the shoulders. Go ahead and change direction. One last squeeze and open up. Nice. All right, let's loosen up these hips a little bit. I'm going to grab my right knee and bring it to my chest. As high as it can go for you today. If it can go all the way up, nice. This is going to help loosen up this hip here. If you're up this high, go ahead and tilt it down. And bring it back up. And let's set it down. Let's do the opposite side. Bring it up, give it a nice hug. Starting to loosen up this hip. We're going to loosen up the hip a little bit more by opening up that leg. And bring it back up and down. Nice. Let's give our knees a little bit of a warm up just by swinging those legs. Nothing difficult. You can hang on to your chair. We're not working our abs right now. We're just warming up those knees, getting some fluid in there. And now we're going to move down to our feet. And let's do some circles, warming up our ankles. And change direction. And point those toes towards you. And then point them towards me. Point them towards you. And point them towards me. And release. Nice. All right. Okay, I think our body's pretty warmed up. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of our workout now. And we're going to begin without our weights. And what I'm going to have you do is put your hands in fists. And you're going to keep them at your side. And what we're going to do is we're going to punch out and then bring it back. Punch out, bring it back. Now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this. Now just punching out is a great way to build these muscles here. But for a nice strong punch, my palm is up. And then at the very last motion as I exit out, my palm turns. So I have kind of a nice little twist. And that twist is where my power comes from. And so I twist and it comes with the strike. So let's do this for 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to take this same striking pose and we're just going to punch up and bring it back. Punch up and bring it back. And we're going to do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of energy here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice. Go ahead and release those hands. You can shake them out if you feel some tension in there. Our next move, I'm going to move away from my wall because I'm going to strike behind me. For a woman, for some of us, we're not as strong as a man. And if we were ever to be attacked, we'd want to be the strongest we could. And rather than striking with our whole arm, we're going to strike with just the elbow here. So I'm going to like strike back with my elbow. Strike back like that. Strike back. That's a really powerful move, and it's a good practice. It'll also build muscle through the chest area here and through our biceps. So my hands are still in fists, and I'm going to pull back with my elbows. We'll do that for 10. 1, and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and back, and release. Very nice. All right. So we're going to move down. We're going to work our ab muscles here. And we're going to do that without any weights. We're just going to push it out, pull it in, push it out, pull it in. And this is a great way to keep this area nice and toned. It also increases lung capacity. So you could put your hands on your legs, you can hang onto your chair, but we're going to push out, pull in, push out, pull in. And let's do this for a count of 20. And I can't count as I do this, so I'll do it for 20 and you do it for 20 for yourself. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and release. Woo! That looks simple, but it's a hard workout, right? I can actually feel that in my back too. All right. So now we're going to move to these muscles here on the side, our lateral muscles right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to reach down to the right. Imagine that there's like a heavy kettlebell that you're going to grab. And then we're going to reach up to the sky at the same time, and there's a rope. And we're going to pull those together as we bring our body up. And then let's switch sides. And then we're going to pull them together. And we're going to continue. Let's do 10 of these. 1, pull it together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and relax. Nice. That looks simple, but this is the exercise I feel the most. Later in the day, I can feel these muscles that I've worked them. So that's a good sign, right? Okay, so let's move to our weights. If you have weights, go ahead and grab your weight, or water bottles or cans, or you can do without weights, whatever you have at your house. And we're going to work with our biceps first. Palms are going to be facing each other. Let's rest them down. And this is our bicep curl. I'm going to raise this, these arms for a count of 10. Make sure everyone has their weights. I see some people moving around. So let's do 10. 1, bring it up and down. 2, 3, 4. There you go. Okay. 5. We lost them in there for a minute. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up and down. Nice. Now let's turn those palms up. Same move. We just kind of adjust the muscles a bit. Let's do for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way down. Turn those palms back facing each other. This time for a count of 8. 1. You can push down. 2, 3, 4. Keep your abdomen nice and tight. 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. Down. Palms up for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way up and down. Turn those palms facing each other. This rep is for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way down. Palms up. Last rep. Count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And down. And rest those weights on your legs and give yourself just a little bit of a breather. If you need to sip some water, please keep yourself hydrated. Check those shoulders, make sure they're not creeping up. You want to keep them relaxed. Nice. Go ahead and put those weights at your chest, knuckles touching each other. This move's going to be a little bit different. I don't think I've done this one with us. We're going to drop them down and out, almost like a swing, like that. You see this little like pivot, this little move here. So you can try it to see how comfortable you are with your weights. If you need to adjust, maybe today we don't use weights, however it feels comfortable for you. First rep will be a count of 10. 1, and back. 2, 3, 4. Keep your abdomen nice and tight, back is straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up and back. And go ahead and rest. This one really uses the back muscles, but you might also feel some muscles in your neck. So make sure that these muscles right here are staying nice and relaxed. Bring those weights back up. It's time for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way up and back. Take a break. Check in with those shoulders. Check in with those muscles that come across the neck here. Make sure they're nice and relaxed. Last rep. Go ahead and bring those weights back up. This one for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way up. Back to the beginning and relax. Nice, great job. Relax those shoulders. Keep that abdomen nice and tight. Keep your back nice and straight. Let's take those weights. We're going to bring them up to our shoulders. This is when we push up. And so now we're using these deltoid muscles and of our biceps right here. Let's push up for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up, back, and relax. Good job. Next rep is for 8. Let's bring those weights back up. And remember, you can open those arms up, you can keep them in, you can kind of adjust. I'll try mine in this time. For a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way up, down, and relax. Nice. You should be feeling it right through here in the top deltoid muscles. We have one more rep. This rep is for 6. Bring those weights back up. I'm going to open my arms this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way up, back to the start, and down. Good job. Remember to keep yourself hydrated as you're going. I have some water for myself here. Let's bring those weights back to our chest with our knuckles touching. This workout we've done before. This one, this is a tough one here. This is when we open up the door and bring it back. And so let's do this one. Let's do this one for a count of 8 to begin with. We'll do 2 reps of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way open. Bring them back to your chest and relax. Nice. Remember to breathe. Let's bring those weights back up. We'll do one more rep of 8. Elbows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. All the way out. Bring it back and down. Good job. Let's move to these muscles here on the side of our body. We're going to take our weights, our bottles, our cans, whatever we have, and imagine that you're passing them to someone behind you. You've ever seen that exercise where I'm sitting this way and someone's sitting right behind me and I'm going to pass the ball to them? It's kind of like that. So you're going to do a nice little twist with the weights in your hand. So imagine you're passing the weights to someone, bring them back to the front, and I'm going to pass them to the other side, bring them back to the front. We've done one similar where we've gone down, but this one we're going to keep the weights up higher. And so we're working muscles a little bit higher in the body. So let's pass these weights to the person behind us for a count of 10. 1, and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back. Go ahead and rest just for a second. We'll do a similar move. This time we'll do the one that would go down a little bit lower. So we're going to bring it down and bring them around. But you still want to be using these muscles on the side of your body. So let's go ahead and drop the weights to one side. And we're going to bring it all the way over. So 1, go all the way over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way over and back to center. Very nice. Good job. Let's put a weight in each hand. We're going to drop the right hand down. Left hand's going to come up, close to where your bra strap would sit. And we're going to switch just by going to the other side. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way down and back to center. Good job. What time is it? We still have a little bit of time here. Nice. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this move. This one here, we're going to use the back of our arms here. So my arm is going to be straight down, and then I'm going to pull it up, and then I'm going to shoot it back. And then I'm going to bring it back and down. So you pull up, shoot it back. And let's do this one for a count of 10. So your other hand, it can be resting on your legs, it can be resting on your chair. You can even go down to your elbow if that feels more comfortable. I'm just going to rest my hand on my leg. So let's pull it up and shoot it back. That's 1. And then bring it back to the beginning. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Shoot it back, all the way back. Don't cheat on that last one. So let's switch sides. Let's do the other arm. Let that arm hang. Give you a second to situate. Okay, so we're gonna pull it up, shoot it back. 1, bring it back, and then down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, really push it back and bring it up. Nice. You should be feeling this on the back of the arm. So let's stay on this side. This time we're not going to pull it up. We're just going to take it and swing it straight back and bring it back to the beginning. So we're just going to pull it up. And let's do that for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up and down. You can really feel that on the back of the arm. Let's switch to the other arm. Again, this is going to be a straight arm. We're going to raise it up for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up and back. Very nice. Go back to sitting forward in your chair. Abdomen is nice and tight, back is nice and straight, feet are flat on the ground. We're going to rest both our hands to our sides. My palms are facing each other. And this is our airplane move where we pull our arms up and relax back down. This is using a little muscle here on the deltoid, so this one might be a little tough if you have heavy weights, so you can adjust those. Let's lift these weights for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up and back down. Nice. Put your hands onto your knees. Same move, only this time we're going to go out in front of us. And when you do this, make sure that your back's not arching in. You want to keep your back nice and straight. So tuck that abdomen in, almost curl your hips under. This will help protect this lower back. And we don't want to strain our lower back. Hands are in front of us. Let's lift for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and back down, nice. Rest those weights to your side. This one's for a count of 8, up like airplanes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up and back down. Go ahead and put those weights on your knees. As you're doing these, if it looks like it's too much, you can skip and do every other lift, whatever feels comfortable for you. You don't have to keep following exactly what I'm doing if that's not what your body needs today. Let's lift up for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back down. Nice. Hands to the side. Last rep, up like airplanes. This one for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hands on the knees. Last time in front of us for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out in front and back down. Nice. All right. Check in with those shoulders. Make sure they're not creeping up. They're not nice and tight. You want them to be nice and loose. So relax those shoulders. All right. Now we'll do one more exercise with our weights. And this is the one that we take them up nice and high. We drop them down and we're going to lift up. So this is using this muscle right here. And so as you see me lift them up, back is still nice and straight. Bring them down and we're going to lift up. And let's do this one for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up and take a break. Nice. Make sure you're nice and loose. Again, if you need to hydrate, grab your water. Let's bring those weights up. This rep is going to be for a count of 8. Go ahead and drop them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up, and then relax. Nice. You should be feeling that in the back of the arms here. We have one more rep. And this last one's going to be for a count of 6. Let's bring those weights up. Drop the arms down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up and back down. Nice. Let's go ahead and set these weights aside. Make sure they're not anywhere where you might bump them with your feet because we're going to be using our legs now. So we're going to work using our legs, but we're going to be working our ab muscles here. And so what we're going to be doing is lifting up these legs. And we're using our abs to lift these legs up. So you want to find a comfortable position. You can hang onto the chair and lift those legs up, or you can actually use the chair to lean back if you need a little more support today as you lift those legs up. But you want to concentrate your muscles on these abs right here. And so let's lift these knees up for a count of 10. And try to slow down. If you move it really fast, it's your momentum that's moving them. And we want to use our ab muscles. So lift these knees up to our chest. For a count of 10. 1. And back down. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. And release. Nice. Whew. We're going to add a little bit more to this next one. We're going to raise those knees up, shoot those legs out, bring them back, and then back down. And because we're doing a little bit more work here, let's just do 6. So knees up, feet out. 1. Bring them back and down. 2. 3. 4. 5. Last one. 6. Out and back. Nice. Now you might feel it in your abs and in the top of your thighs as you were lifting them up. Good work. This time, let's just hold those feet out. So we're going to hold them out. Let's let go of the chair and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your ab tight. 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Good job. And place your hands on your shoulders here. I'm going to take my right elbow and I'm going to go to my left knee, and then I'm going to come back. And so you should feel these muscles right here working. And let's do it for a count of 10. 1, and let's alternate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax those arms. Nice. Similar move, only this time I'm going to raise my foot up and touch my hand and then bring it back. And other side, bring it back. We'll do this one for a count of 10. If you want to, you can alternate or you can go straight out. Right now, what we're doing is we're working these muscles right here at the top of the thigh. And so let's do for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Nice, nice. All right, so we've done a lot of work in this area, so let's stretch this out just to loosen it up just a bit, because I'm feeling a little tension in here. And so I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to extend it out. And I'm going to take that same right arm and I'm going to lean over. And let's open up this area that we've been working so hard on today. And really extend that foot down, extend that arm up. Now let's take that arm up and let's lean towards that leg, opening up that inside thigh. And bring that arm up. One last stretch out. Push that leg down. And let's bring both the arm and the leg back in. Nice. Let's switch and put my left foot out. Left arm goes out nice and strong. You should be feeling this right where we were working. This is right where I feel my muscles being strained. So I'm going to push on my leg and extend my arm up. Bring that arm up straight. And then let's lean towards that extended leg, opening up the inside thigh. Bring the arm back up, and one last time, stretch. Really extend up and down at the same time, and bring both those in. Nice. Let's go ahead, open up those legs. We're going to put our elbows onto our knees, and then let your belly just kind of hang down. Get a nice stretch on the inside thighs. This is also loosening up that lower back. We did a lot of lower back with those lifts. If it feels good, go ahead and let your hands go all the way down. Let your head hang. Go ahead and put your elbows back up on your knees. We're going to do a little inner thigh workout. Take those hands and push those legs out. As you're pushing your legs out, push your thighs in. So you've got a little resistance and pushing in and pushing out. This is going to work these top of the arms and also the inside thighs. Remembering to breathe as you push. And relax, keep those elbows on your knees. One last time, lean forward, loosening up your back. And go ahead and bring your body back to upward position. We're gonna stretch out these legs a little bit more. Go ahead and put your arms up. I want you to turn towards your right leg, and then let's go down over that leg. This is going to loosen up the side and the lower back. And bring those arms up. Let's turn towards the opposite leg and go down. And bring those arms back up. And one last time down the center. And bring your body back up. Nice. Let's bring those legs in. I'm going to take that right leg up. Give yourself a hug again. And this time, as we open it up, let's set it onto the other leg. This is our figure 4 here. This is going to help us loosen up the hips a little bit more. We're going to lean forward. And I'm going to turn sideways because I want to remind you that as you lean forward, you don't want your back to curl because then you're actually straining these muscles in the back. Back is straight and you lean forward at your hips. So you want to tilt your whole body forward. So let's lean forward, stretching out that hip. For our more flexible friends, your leg might be a little more horizontal. Remember to breathe. Breathe into any tight areas here. And bring your body back up. Let's release that foot and we'll do the other leg. Give yourself a hug. And then let's set that leg on the opposite knee. And then again, lean your whole body forward. Feel that tightness in your hip, loosen up. Breathe in, let it go. And come back up and release, nice. We're gonna work our thighs a little bit next. And how we're gonna do this is we're actually gonna leave our chair. So you wanna make sure that your chair doesn't move around because I'm gonna be pushing up and you don't want your chair to scoot up from behind you. If you're not able to leave your chair, physically you cannot leave your chair, I want you to picture yourself leaving your chair, pushing with your legs against the floor and pushing with your hands. This is still going to give you a nice core workout. It'll still work your legs if you're pushing against the ground. For those of us that can leave our chair, we're going to lean our body forward. And what happens is, because our head's so heavy, it's going to give us a counterbalance. And once I'm able to, I'm just going to lift myself up off of my chair. Nice, and let me scoot back. And then let's bring our arms up and let's stretch towards the ceiling. And then if it feels comfortable, go up onto your tiptoes. A little bit higher. Push those toes against the ground. Tighten those calves. You can come back down onto your feet. Bring those hands towards me. And as I do that, you want your back nice and flat. And you do that by shooting your bottom, shoot your hips out towards the chair, hands towards me. Nice and flat back. And then make sure your chair is there as you find your seat. Nice. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Feet are flat on the ground, nice and comfortable. Bring your head forward. When you're able to, lift up off the chair, straight up, reach up towards the ceiling, up onto your tiptoes. Tighten those calves. Go back down on your flat feet. Hands towards me. This time, take those hands, pull them back as if you're going to touch your shoulder blades. Try to touch your shoulder blades. My back is nice and flat. My bottom is sticking out. Now I'm going to take those hands and reach them behind me if you're able to. Bring those hands back, find your chair, and find your seat. So we're checking our balance just a little bit with this. And as we work on our balance, we're actually strengthening the core too. So we've got one more move with our standing up. So bring the head forward, leave your chair, come up, out. Use those thighs, push against the earth. Hands go up. You can go up on your tiptoes. Squeeze those calves together. And then bring your heels back down. Now imagine, I'm going to scoot back a bit. Imagine you've got some ropes up here. You're going to pull one and then the other. And let's reach up and pull down so I get a nice workout here. Pull, pull, pull. Nice. Really pull. You're going to stretch these muscles here as you're working them out. Loosening up the hip, loosening up the side. Nice. One last time, each side, pull down, nice. Let's put our hands on our hips, bring that head forward. Let's squat down, but don't touch that chair yet. We're gonna hold this just for a second with our thighs holding us up, hands here. If you want an added workout, pull those shoulder blades together. Don't touch that chair if you can't. Remember to breathe. And find your chair. Good job. Nice work. All right. I'm going to sit at the edge of my chair. I'm going to put my hands at prayer position. And I'm going to raise my elbows up just a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one elbow and I'm going to move it to that opposite knee. So we've done this in yoga before. It's a nice way to twist the body. It loosens up the muscles. But it also helps to push toxins out of these organs. And so let's go ahead and take our left hand to our right knee. And we're going to hold it just for a little bit. As you're doing this, push these hands together, push hard. Take a couple breaths here. And bring your body back up. And let's do the other direction. And bring your arms back up and release. We're almost to the end of our session, so let's do some cardio. Let's get our heart moving before we end. And so find a nice comfortable position. You can hang onto a chair if you need to. You can sit back if you want the back of the chair to hold you, but we're going to start walking. If today you want a little bit more of a workout, you can move your hands at the same time. This gets that upper body moving, warms it up, gets that heart rate up. And we're walking. And let's pick up that pace just a bit. And let's start a nice jog. And let's run. Let's run a little faster. How fast can you run? We're sprinting now. Let's bring it back down to a jog. And now to a walk. And slow all the way down. Okay, practice lowering that pulse. You can feel your heart rate. And let's practice slowing that down. Take a deep breath in. Let your body feel heavy. Imagine your heart just slowing down. Nice. So it's good to get that heart rate up and down. That's what strengthens it. So we're going to move it up again. Let's start walking. Again, whatever is comfortable for you today, you do want to push yourself just a bit, but not to a place that you're uncomfortable. Let's pick up that pace. Let's go a little faster. Let's run. Let's sprint. And go ahead and slow it down. Yes, let's slow down. All right, slow that heart rate down. Let your body feel heavy. Deepen your breath. Imagine that heart just slowing down. Nice. All right. So our last cardio will be our jumping jacks. You can hang onto the chair and just use your legs to go back and forth. You can lean back if you need the chair support today. Bring your legs back and forth. Or you can use your arms and your legs together. And let's do 20 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and stop. Great job. Nice. All right. Let's do a little bit of a cool down. And we're going to go ahead and let's do some small, slow circles as we let our body cool down. And then release some of that lactic acid that we might have built up during this session. And this makes these circles a little bigger, but they're nice and slow. And I'm going to stop and only use one hand now and let your whole body follow it. So now I'm going to engage my spine as I follow that arm around. And go ahead and rest this hand and switch hands. And let your whole body turn. One last full circle. And rest both those hands. And let's do a little more of the cat-cows that we started with as we continue to release some of that lactic acid in the spine, moving the body back and forth. And come back to center. Nice. And let's do a couple twists. Let's go ahead and look over our right shoulder. Imagine that you can extend your head all the way around with your gaze too. And come back forward. Really work those eyes as you do this. Let's go the opposite direction. Come back forward. I'm going to do that on each side one more time, to the right. And back to center. And to the left. And come back. Nice. All right. Let's take those arms and we're going to do our figure eights. And let's go way down and up and then around. Most of you have been in my Sit Strong class before, but I want to remind you that whenever your body crosses the midline, so right now as my hands cross my midline, my middle of my body, I'm actually building connections between my right hemisphere and my left hemisphere in my brain. This helps to ward off dementia and Alzheimer's. And let's stop in the center. So if I was going down to my left, I'm going to now go up to my left. So I'm going to change direction. So I'm going to continue that figure eight or that infinity, but opposite direction. Might be a little challenging at first, but this is a great challenge for the mind. And stop in the center. One more with this movement. I'm going to take my left hand and do a circle, and then I'm going to touch my right hand, who takes over and does the circle. So I'm still doing my figure eight, but I'm sharing that responsibility. Each hand is taking its own job. One last time, both hands. Nice and relaxed. All right. We'll do our spine opener to end. Go ahead and lean all the way back in your chair. Make sure you're nice and secure. We're going to bring those arms up, and then let's lean back. And let your head fall back if you feel comfortable. And come back. Nice. Now let's open those arms up like airplanes. We're going to lean back and let the head drop back. And bring those arms back. One last one. This one, the arms are a little bit lower. And let that head drop back. And bring those hands back. All right, nice, good job. Excellent.